As India remembers Mahatma Gandhi on his 152nd birth anniversary on Saturday, Prime Minister Narendra Modi offered floral tributes to the father of the nation at Delhi's Rajghat. Calling Bapu's noble principles globally relevant, PM Modi said they give strength to millions. He tweeted, I bow to respected Bapu on Gandhi Jayanti. His noble principles are globally relevant and give strength to millions of people. PM Modi will interact with Gram Panchayats and Pani Samitis regarding Jal Jeevan Mission today at 11 am via video conferencing. He will also launch the Jan Jeevan Mission app to improve awareness among stakeholders and for greater transparency and accountability of schemes under this mission. Meanwhile, United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres stressed the need to usher in a new era of peace and tolerance on the International Day of Non-Violence and urged countries to pay heed to the peace activist message of non-violence. President Ramnath Kovind also extended wishes to Bapu and paid him homage on Gandhi Jayanti. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu also attended an all-religion prayer meeting organized at Rajghat and paid homage to Samadhi of Gandhiji. Vice President Naidu called Mahatma Gandhi universally revered as an apostle of peace and non-violence and an embodiment of selfless service, kindness and compassion. India has registered more than 24,000 new COVID-19 cases in the last 24 hours, which is 8.9% lower than yesterday. With this, the country's case tally has now touched more than 3,37,91,000. The daily case count on Friday was 26,727 new COVID-19 cases, which is 13.6% higher than what was recorded on Thursday. As many as 234 deaths were reported in the country in the last 24 hours, increasing the total death count to more than 4,48,000. According to the latest data released by the Union Health Ministry, India's recovery rate now stands at 97.86%. Top 5 states which have registered maximum cases are Kerala with more than 13,000 cases, followed by Maharashtra with more than 3,000 cases, Mizoram with more than 1,000 cases, and Tamil Nadu with more than 1,500 cases and Andhra Pradesh with 819 cases. At least 86.11% of the new cases are reported from the 5 states, with Kerala alone responsible for 56.8% of the new cases. Maximum casualties, however, were reported in Kerala, which is 95, followed by Maharashtra with 50 daily deaths. The Uttar Pradesh government has recommended that a probe by Central Bureau of Investigation be initiated into the death case of Kanpur-based businessman Manish Gupta. Until then, the case will be transferred from Gorakhpur to Kanpur and be probed by a specially constituted special investigation team. Manish Gupta, a 38-year-old property dealer, was allegedly killed during a raid by a few police personnel at a hotel in Uttar Pradesh's Gorakhpur on Tuesday. 6 officials have been booked in a murder case and suspended from service. The Home Department in the Uttar Pradesh government wrote on Twitter on Friday night that as per the instruction of the Chief Minister, a recommendation has been sent to the Government of India to initiate an investigation by the CBI. Additionally, the Home Department stated that instructions have been given to provide the wife of the deceased with a job in the Kanpur Development Authority. The family will be given financial assistance of 40 lakh rupees also. In addition, on behalf of his Samajwadi Party, Chief Akhilesh Yadav has also promised 20 lakh rupees as financial aid for the grieving family. Worldwide deaths related to COVID-19 surpassed 5 million on Friday, according to a Reuters tally, as the Delta variant causes a surge in deaths mainly among the unvaccinated. More than half of the world has yet to receive at least one dose of COVID-19 vaccine, according to Our World in Data. It took almost over a year for the COVID-19 deaths to hit 2.5 million, while the next 2.5 million deaths were recorded in just 236 days, according to a Reuters analysis. More than half of all global deaths reported on a 7-day average were in the United States, Russia, Brazil, Mexico, and India. Globally, an average of 8,000 deaths were reported daily over the last week, accounting for 5 deaths every minute. All British citizens arriving in India from Monday will face a mandatory 10-day quarantine irrespective of vaccination status, sources in the government have said. In a reciprocal measure over the UK's hugely controversial similar rules for residents of several countries, including India. From October 4th, all UK nationals arriving in India from the UK, irrespective of their vaccination status, will have to undertake 3 COVID-19 RT-PCR tests within 72 hours before travel, on arrival at the airport and on day 8 after arrival, and mandatory quarantine at home or in the destination address for 10 days after arrival in India, sources said. Described as discriminatory and even colonialist, the UK government has faced intense backlash over its refusal to recognize visitors as vaccinated unless they received their shots in a handful of selected countries. Under travel rules unveiled last month, fully dosed arrival from several nations are being allowed to enter England without quarantine starting October 4th. But vaccinated people from vast swaths of the world still face tough restriction, including a 10-day home isolation period.